Hi everyone, we're going to solve each equation and check our solution using properties of equality. So we're going to get started on these. I'll do the first one. You all try to do the second two on your own and then check your solutions with the video. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is use the addition property to help us isolate x on this problem. So what that means is I'll go ahead and you can put a 0 here if you want. Add 9 to both sides. All right, when you do that, this zeroes out. So you get 4x equals x plus 9. Now we're going to go ahead and use our subtraction property and subtract x from both sides. And when you do that, you get 4x's minus 1x is 3x. X minus x is just 0, so we don't need to put that. Or you can put 0 plus 9. So this is going to be 3x equals 9. Then we're going to use our division property of equality. Divide both sides by 3. So we have x equals 3. That means our solution set is 3, if it checks out. So we need to check our solution, and we're going to use the substitution property and plug it back into our original equation into the x's. So we're going to write 4. Everywhere there's an x, just put 3. So I'm going to put 3 here and 3 here. So we have 12 minus 9 equals 3. And so 12 minus 9 is 3. And we have 3 equals 3, so that checks out. All right, so now you can try the next two by pausing the video. They're very similar, and I will continue on. Now what I'm going to do with this one is I have to solve for y, and I'm going to change it up a bit. So what I'm going to do is add 4y to both sides using the addition property. And when I do that, I'm going to get negative 7, so this zeroes out, equals 7y. And it doesn't matter if your y is on the left or the right, because we're talking about equality. Now I'm going to use the division property, divide both sides by 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1, so you're left with y equals negative 7 divided by 7 is negative 1. So y equals negative 1, or negative 1 is your solution set. Now let's go ahead and use substitution, our property of substitution, and plug in my answer, my solution set, to see if I did it right. So I'm going to plug in negative 1 here, negative 1 here, everywhere there was a y. So negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4 minus 7 equals, and 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So 4 minus 7 is negative 3 equals negative 3. So our solution worked out. And the last one I'm going to do multi-steps on. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a little 0 here. You don't have to, but it makes it a little easier. And what I'm going to do is 2 steps at once. No, I'm not. So I'm just going to add 6y to both sides. I'm going to take that out. Let's erase it. All right. So I'm going to add 6y to both sides. Negative 6y plus 6y is 0. 2y plus 6y is 8y. My 0 property says 0 plus 8 is 8. My division property, when I divide both sides by 8, I get 1 equals y. So my solution set is 1. Now let's check our solution. So I'm going to write my original equation and put parentheses where that y was, and substitute in my 1. So I get negative 6 plus 8 equals 2. Well, negative 6 plus 8 is 2. So we have 2 equals 2, and that checks. And so we're good to go. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.